Imagine this. It's a crisp Friday evening in Chicago. You just got that promotion you've been grinding toward for 2 entire years. You drive home, feeling completely invincible. The world is yours. But the exact moment you walk through your front door, you immediately pick a massive, explosive argument with your partner. Over what? Someone leaving a coffee mug in the sink. Sound brutally familiar? We finally get exactly what we want in life, and then, almost instantly, we find a subconscious way to burn it all down. Before we dive deep into the dark psychology of why we do this to ourselves, take 1 second to hit that like button, subscribe to Human OS, and drop a comment below if you've ever ruined a good moment for absolutely no reason. Done? Let's decode your brain. You see, we all like to believe that we want unlimited happiness. We chase it. We manifest it. But the terrifying truth? Your brain is actually deeply afraid of it. In psychology, this phenomenon is known as the upper limit problem. I want you to think of your mind like a digital thermostat inside a cozy apartment in New York City. If your internal thermostat is permanently set to 70 degrees of happiness, and suddenly, a massive wave of success pushes it up to 85, the air conditioning violently kicks in. Your brain literally cools down your joy by manufacturing a sudden, artificial crisis. You feel random anxiety, crippling self-doubt, or maybe you get the sudden, destructive urge to text that toxic ex. But why? Why would our own minds actively punish us for winning? The answer is deeply wired into your ancient survival instincts, and once you finally see it, you will never be able to unsee it. Let's rewind the tape and go back to childhood. If you grew up in an environment where things were unpredictable or highly stressful, peace feels incredibly dangerous. To a nervous system raised in chaos, silence feels like a trap waiting to spring. So, when your adult life is suddenly going great, your bank account is full, there's no drama, your relationship is healthy, your nervous system hits the panic button. It whispers to you, "This is way too quiet. Something terrible is about to happen." So, what do? You subconsciously create the terrible thing yourself, because at least then, you are the one in control of the disaster. You aren't caught off guard. It's exhausting, isn't it? Always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Let's look at Sarah, a freelance designer from Austin, Texas. She finally lands a massive corporate client, a life-changing contract. But the very next morning, instead of starting the project, she impulsively buys $1,000 worth of clothes she doesn't need, draining her account right back down to her familiar comfort zone of financial panic. She literally bought her way back into anxiety because success felt too foreign. It actually gets crazier, though. There is a specific physical symptom your body creates right before you are about to self-sabotage, and I guarantee you probably felt it this exact morning. Hold on to that thought. That mystery symptom? It's a phantom fatigue. A sudden, heavy wave of exhaustion right when you sit down to work on your dream project, or right as you're tying your shoes to go to the gym. Listen to me carefully. It is not physical tiredness. It is pure psychological resistance. Your brain is slamming on the emergency brakes. We try to mask it as innocent procrastination. "I'll just watch one quick Netflix episode before I start," you tell yourself. 4 hours later, the day is gone, and you absolutely hate yourself. The thermostat won again. It pulled you back down to 70 degrees. But here is the good news. You don't have to live and die in this endless cycle. You can actually physically reprogram that internal thermostat. How do you do it? Most self-help gurus on the internet will tell you to just Think positive vibes. Honestly, that's garbage. The real answer lies in a clinical psychological technique called tolerating the good, and it works like absolute magic. Here is exactly how you execute it. The very next time something amazing happens to you, and you feel that familiar, sudden spike of anxiety creeping into your chest, stop moving. Look around the room and find a physical object. A coffee cup on your desk. A tree outside your window. Ground yourself in reality. And then say out loud, I am safe, and I am allowed to comfort good. Do not try to aggressively push the anxiety away. Let it sit right there in the passenger seat of your mind. Acknowledge it, but absolutely do not let it drive the car. It takes real practice. Expanding your emotional capacity for joy is exactly like stretching a tight muscle at the gym. It asking at first. It will feel uncomfortable. But eventually, soon enough, 85 degrees will feel perfectly normal. You deserve the success you've worked so hard for. Stop letting your inner thermostat freeze you out of your own life.